What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another video here with the red GMC, the turbo 2015 that we have. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish taking everything off of the passenger side of the truck, the turbo, exhaust, everything, spark plugs, all that, get it all taken off. I'm going to go ahead and get deeper into what may be causing the truck to run so bad and have all the smoke blowing. I'm hoping that it's just, you know, something to do with the intake, but we'll have to see how our luck goes with that. But for right now, I'm going to set you guys up on a time lapse. We're going to go ahead and get started taking all of this off. Shouldn't take us too long to get it done here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start taking the turbo off here, get all of this taken off on the sides, spark plugs, all that pulled out. I'm hoping that a lot of the spark plugs are fouled because the truck was running very, very bad. You guys could see in some videos we uploaded recently, the truck was shaking real bad under power. So I'm hoping it was because it was like missing on a few cylinders. So yeah, maybe so. We'll see if we can get lucky. But for now, what we're going to do is go ahead and get this clamp off right here and just go ahead and get all this side off, because on 3 kits, one of the bad things about these on 3 kits is when you change this side spark plugs, you have to completely pull everything. I know it's crazy. You could probably get away with, well, no, you'd have to take that too. But anyway, we're going to get started on that and get you guys thrown up on the tripod, and we're going to go ahead and get the time lapse started. So we're going to come up underneath the truck now. We got to get that bolt undone. Can't really set the tripod up, so I won't be able to time lapse this, but just know we got to undo that V-band clamp there. Then this part of the exhaust should pull out, and then all of this will be able to come out, and then we can go ahead and get the rest up there where the turbo manifold is. Get the cross pipe out of here, get everything out, and we should be good to go. Now, I didn't film a whole lot of the underneath of the truck. You know, I had to get the crossover bar taken out. Got the manifold undone over here, and I'm just going to leave the turbo mounted to the header pipe here, and I'll just go ahead and pull it all out at once. So it should be ready to come out now. Oh, yeah. She got some weight to her with all this. So our plan here is to go with the 6.2 intake, and I think I'm going to port the intake, do a 6.2 intake, and of course the 6.2 throttle body, and then also I'm going to new plugs put back in this. So thing to do right now is to get a compression tester. I'm going to test all the cylinders to make sure that, you know, they're reading like they should be. Hopefully that checks out, and then we will just go ahead, put new plugs, put the new intake, and then get everything back on. We should be able to fire this thing up. Go ahead. Yeah. So you can see in that clip that I threw up right there, you can see that we have 0 PSI on one of the cylinders on the driver's side for the red truck. So we're pulling the motor on the 15 Sierra. Now what I am going to do is like a drop-in piston set that's like forged pistons, all that. So we'll have forged piston rods, all that good stuff. So that will be pretty good on that end, so we should be good there for a while. And then we are going to go ahead and probably do the high side fuel pump. So after that, we should be able to push the truck to like anywhere from 600 to 800, or probably more, a little less, I don't know, somewhere around there as far as like horsepower to the wheels, along with, you know, having the turbo on the truck. So I'm probably going to do a turbo cam too while I'm in there, you know, like a boost cam, turbo cam, something like that, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to do that, put that in the truck too, do the DOD delete, never done it. So got lucky, but we're going to go ahead and do it now while we will have the engine tore down. Now that we went over the 15 there, we're going to actually jump over to the 05 Tahoe that we have. I'm going to be going ahead and replacing this rear gasket here for the rear end. The little pan, whatever you want to call it, that gasket, that lid is leaking. So we're going to go ahead and replace it with this little Felpro like paper type style gasket. Well, it's not really paper, but you get the point. You know, it's this little material here. So we're going to replace that because it's leaking really bad, and I don't want to go ahead and ruin the rear end just by, you know, not replacing this. So we're going to do that, get that started right now. I'm going to drop the spare wheel so we have a little more room to work under there, and then we're going to go ahead and get everything out and get this on. All right, so I've already started right here a little bit. I went ahead and found all the stuff. So luckily we had all the pieces here for, you know, to drop the spare wheel. Should be to the left. Is it dropping? Let's see. It looks like it unless it's just hung up. Try not to hit myself in the face with this jack. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's moving. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. Go and drop her down. All right, so that is dropped down. So what do I have to do now? Let's see. I got all this dropped. First time I've ever actually dropped one of these. First time I've had one of these year model trucks where this actually worked. I usually never got the back wheel back here. It's usually already taken out of the truck. So being that this one has this and all that up there, you can see how it works. It hooks onto that little piece, you twist it, and it lowers the wheel. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna fight with this. I'm gonna set the camera down real quick and see if I can get it undone. All right, so you can see right there, we almost got the thing cut in half, so I just decided to just go about it that route. When I seen that you could just take and unbolt the whole assembly right there and buy a new one, I just decided to go ahead and cut this thing off, because man, if you would have been on the side of the road trying to deal with this, it would have sucked anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and get that cut on through there with the new blade. Should give us enough clearance and to where it isn't hitting the head of the grinder there, and should be able to go on and get this wheel off. When we get the wheel off, we're gonna go ahead and get the new gasket on the differential cover there. You can see it was definitely time for it. The thing's leaking everywhere and kind of smell a little bit. So before we let it leak all the fluid out, I'm gonna go ahead and change it now. Go ahead and put some new fluid in it and we should be good. Look at there, our wheel is down. So just went ahead and cut it like I showed y'all. And now we can get to the differential cover a lot easier. All right, you can see we're laying up on the old Tahoe here, but man, what we got to do now is deal with that ish. He'll take our handy 3/8 ratchet here and go ahead and break the little fill cap loose to go ahead and make sure we can even get it loose before we go ahead and start taking this off. So let's see what happens. All right, so I just got it to break loose a little bit. So let's see, let's go ahead. Oh yeah. There we go, that's loose, so we know that part's good. Got it hand tight now. Now we're just gonna go ahead and start on this nasty thing. Holy, that is nasty. I smell gear oil. We gotta break the sway bar loose. And then we're gonna go ahead and get this new gasket on. We got taken out, man. Okay, so bolts out. Now we get to take the pan off. I'm tired. All right, so got me a little bowl here. Gonna try to use for this. You can see we got it draining out now. Oh yeah. All that nastiness. Dang, that don't even look like it's gonna be enough. All right, you can see we now got the gears cover off there, different covers. So now I'm gonna wait for some of this to drain down and go ahead and start cleaning that up and get the gasket put on. Oh, Dad, on where this is gonna mount, those pieces that we were like, why'd they put that, you know?
Yeah.
It's a place for them to mount over here.
Oh, okay.
All right, so just a little update here. That was the hardest bolt to get in, and one of the easiest to take out, one of the hardest to put back in, because you see this rubber grommet, all this has to line up through here in order for that to go through. And I finally got it, man. It took a while, but we got it. We'll get that on and we will be done. I already got some fluid in the rear end there, and should be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here. We did go ahead and get everything changed out, so we got everything taken care of with the rear end and changed the fluid, you know, got the new gasket on there, so that should not leak anymore. I've been keeping a check on it. It looks pretty good. Did take me a little bit to get that done because that bolt acting up, but we got it, man. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap up this video right here. If you guys did enjoy this, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.